Hello everyone, this is the tutorial video for range Xor queries. We're given an array of n integers. We need to process q queries in the form of a comma b, and we need to output the Xor sum of values in the range a comma b. So for this example of 8 elements, we are given the range 2 comma 4, and the output for Xor of these 3 elements 2 to 4 is 3, and the output for Xor of 3 comma 3, this range, is 4. So we're going to use prefix sum to solve this array. So let's see how we're going to use the prefix sum. So just a little observation for you. We'll first solve this for an array of consisting of only ones and zeros. So when we take the prefix sum of this array and we take the Xor's prefix sum of this array, then the places where there's a odd element in the prefix sum, there will be a corresponding one, and then on the places where there is an even element in the prefix array, there will be a corresponding 0. So if we want to get the answer for, let's say, this required range, right, then to get the answer for this range, we can Xor the answer for this whole range, which will be stored here as the prefix of Xor prefix of the array, and this whole range, and when we combine these and then we Xor this range to get our required answer. So why does this work? So as I told you, for any array, the Xor will be the number of Xor will be 1 if there are odd number of ones in the array in that range, and the Xor will be 0 if there are even number of elements in this range. So what we do here is, when we select this range, this specific range, we don't know how many of the ones are present here, right? But we do know that there are even number of ones present in X range, and there are odd number of Y's present in Y range. Then surely there must exist at least one uh, one for making this odd to an even. What I mean is, if there are even odd number of ones in the Y range and there are even number of ones in the X range, then there should be odd number of ones in the requested range for that to be possible. So another thing that we might need to look at is that every bit is independent. The answer for the 0th bit is totally independent from the answer for 1th bit. So when we take a Xor of all the elements, the answer stays the same, right? Because when we Xor of all these elements, then the Xor will be stored at the 0th position. Xor of 0th bit will be stored at 0th position, and the Xor of first bit will be stored at 1th position, and so on. So we basically, let me show you the code. So this solve function is our code. We take n and q as input. We take a prefix. This will be our Xor prefix. And then we take the input and calculate the prefix sum along with it. Now to calculate prefix sum, I've taken the loop from 1 to n, and I calculate the ith prefix sum by XORing the current element with the prefix sum of I minus 1. And then I take input for query and output the prefix Xor of R with prefix Xor of L minus 1. That's how this prefix r will be our x as I represented here, and this prefix l minus 1 will be y to fetch the answer for the requested range. So yeah, that's how we're going to solve this. I hope you were able to understand this and hope you have a good day.